Hey everybody, this is Joel at King Post, and today I want to talk to you about some of our sailor cards and give you a little bit of background on the process we went through to develop this game, making sure that everything we put into it has a direct link to this, my favorite book. So today I'm going to grab the bull by the horns and talk about Ahab and Ishmael. Now, each sailor card has a strength and an ability, and in order to strike the whale successfully, the collective strength of all the sailors in your boat, plus a 2-dice roll, has to match or better the strength of the given whale you're fighting. Now, I like to frame Ahab's role in this game by the quote we chose for his card. "O Ahab, what shall be grand in thee must needs be plucked at from the skies, and dived for in the deep, and featured in the unbodied air." So basically, Ahab's strength and abilities are contingent upon what happens to him on his monomaniacal quest. What portentous occurrences will change him, bring out in him his inner existential strength. Now, on your turn, you'll draw a card from the sea deck to reveal what the sea has in store for you. Among those cards are the chapter cards. Now, we'll go into more detail on this later, but the chapter cards provide lasting effects for all the actions of the game until another chapter is drawn to replace it. One way Ahab changes is when chapter 113, The Forge, is drawn. In that chapter of the book, Ahab forges an unholy harpoon, tempered by the blood of his pagan harpooneers, utters a prayer to the devil. It's totally crazy. And in this chapter of the game, Ahab's strength immediately triples, and he becomes one of the strongest cards in the game. And when the next chapter is drawn, Ahab will be affected in a different way. So Ahab's strength and abilities are going to change depending on what's currently happening in the game. Now, let's talk about Ishmael. A lot of people have asked me how we've dealt with Ishmael. Ishmael begins the book as a sort of main character, but once the journey begins, his role becomes almost entirely omniscient narrator. Ishmael as a sailor virtually disappears. He describes Captain Ahab brooding in his cabin. He tells us Stubbs' internal monologue. So how did we translate this role into that of a sailor hunting whales in our game? Well, for starters, Ishmael is always present. Without a narrator, no story can be told. So Ishmael is in the game from beginning to end. And if Ishmael should happen to die on a whale hunt, and trust me, he will, instead of going into the discard pile, he's passed to the player on your left. So in this way, he's always present. He's always there. And Ishmael's descriptions of his shipmates are unbelievably detailed. He seems to know everything about them, their personal histories, their character, even their inner thoughts and feelings. So we decided to give Ishmael the ability to copy or mimic the ability of any other sailor in play. Basically, when the whale does something terrible to you, Ishmael can copy the ability of another sailor, a bosom friend, to counter that whale card and proceed to try to strike the whale. And in this way, Ishmael is a vessel for exploring the other sailors aboard the Pequod, which is exactly Melville's use for him in the book. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos where we'll finally be premiering some key art from the game. And please help us spread the word. Our Kickstarter is launching in the coming weeks. So thanks for watching, and bye!